بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. So we received a couple questions on how are we supposed to do the takbīrāt for Eid and when are we supposed to do them. And these are outside of the salah. So I'm not talking about the prayer itself, but I'm talking about the general takbīrās that we do for the Eid prayer. And a lot of this is based on the statement of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةِ وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهُ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He states in this verse concerning the Eid prayer and after discussing the Ramadan, that He wants you to complete the prescribed period and to glorify Him for having guided you so that you may be thankful. So over here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us the importance of doing the takbirah and doing these takbirat for the Eid prayer. And Ibn Abbas radiallahu anh, he says about this, حَقٌّ عَلَى الْمُسْلِمِينَ إِذَا رَأَوْا حِلَالَ شَوَّالَ أَن يُكَبِّرُوا. That the right on the Muslims is that whenever they see the crescent of Shawwal, meaning the first day of Eid, then they should start doing their takbirah. And there is a difference of opinion on when these takbirat are supposed to end. But in general, there is an agreement on the takbirat are supposed to start at the Maghrib prayer. So when the moon has been sighted or when the moon is first sighted, or if you know that the moon has not been sighted, as has been in our case. So tonight, inshallah, from Salatul Maghrib, until the time the Imam comes to give the khutbah. So for those of you who are praying at home, when the Imam comes out, or for those of you who aren't even praying, normally when the salah would happen, you would continue making the takbirah until that time. And some of the Malikiya, they actually say that it continues after that. But the majority of scholars, they view that once the Imam stands and he gives the khutbah, this is when the takbirat are supposed to end, or when the salah starts, this is when the takbirat end. So these are the general timings. So again, from Maghrib today, inshallah, until the salah time. So until the Eid salah, you are allowed to make takbirah. So there are going to be, and it's not connected to any prayers. This is very different from the Eid al-Adha, right? So for Eid al-Fitr is different. They're only general takbirat. There aren't specific takbirat after every salah like there are for Eid al-Adha. So for Eid al-Fitr, there's just general takbirat, walking in the streets and going about, sitting with your family. Do these takbirah because it is a sign of happiness, it is a sign of joy that alhamdulillah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the ability to complete this blessed month of Ramadan, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us in this month. Ameen. And what remains of it. The second thing is, how are we supposed to do the takbirah? And this is something that most of us know and is generally well known, where we say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. And there are additions to this that many of us might be familiar with, but this general part is the one that is more well known, and this is what has been authentically established on the Prophet ﷺ. As for the extra part of the takbirat, that's fine. If anybody wants to do that, it's not an issue. But the main part of the takbirat, and that has been established on the Prophet ﷺ, is this first part. As we mentioned, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this Eid a blessed Eid. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this Eid an enjoyable one. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to look back and to remember and to take all of that has happened in this past couple of months as a lesson in terms of a spiritual sense and how we spent our Ramadan, and in a social sense and how we had to distance ourselves from others. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us, to bless our families, to bless our communities, and to have mercy on those who have passed, and to heal those who are ill. وجزاكم الله خير والله أعلم وصلى الله على خير خلق نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. And as always, please remember to like, please remember to subscribe, and please remember to donate generously. The donation link is in the description box below.